Hi friends, this is Muhammad Gibran and welcome to our C Sharp tutorials. In this video, I'm going to explain you about the while iterations. So while iterations do the same thing, that they will repeatedly do or perform one task. So to explain that, uh, I will be going to create a text file and we are going to read the text written in that and we will be printing that on our console. So just to do that, I will select my project and I will just right click on that. I will go to add, and in that I will say add new item. Okay, so once that list pops up, we can select whatever we want. Here we can select a class file, we can select a Windows form, but we are not going to use any of them. We are just going to use a simple text file. Okay, where it is okay, it's a text file. We are going to rename it to data file and we are going to hit add over here. So once this file gets added to our project, you can see it over here, it says data file.txt. We can write some values into it. Let me write some numbers like 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 and 55. Okay, so I will close it and I will hit yes to save it, because it says save changes to the following item. Say yes, and now our data file has been added. Now we'll be using the while iterations to read the text written in that. So for that we will write stream reader sr equals new stream reader. Okay, and we will write the name of our file, that is data file.txt. Okay, so now we are getting a nice little error over here which is saying that the type or namespace name stream reader could not be found. Are you missing a using directive or assembly reference? Well, it's simply saying you that you need to use some namespace. You are forgetting to use some namespace because he don't know what is stream reader. So to make him understand what do you mean by stream reader, there are many ways to do that. But what we will do is we will go to this square where this blue line, and we will just hover over it, and you can see that there is a small icon over here. So if I hit this down arrow, it will give me some options. It will say using io.system.io. So I'm going to click that, and if you see over here, you know, this line has been added. If you did not saw that, let me do that again for you. I will just go back to the stream reader. Let it give some suggestions for us. Now it has given that. So what I will do is I will just pay a close attention towards the line number 5. When I click this using system.io, this line using system.io has been added automatically to the project. Okay, so what is this stream reader? Stream reader is actually a class which has the group of methods using which we can do some text with the files. Okay, we can read the text, we can write the text, we can do, there are many ways which whatever you can do with the files. Okay, so now as we have created the object of this class, sr is the object, using that we can reference the methods of this class, and I am passing the file which I need to work on. So what I will do is, first of all I will create a variable saying string text whose initial value will be empty. Okay, so now here what I am going to do is write a simple while loop. Okay, so how you gonna write a while loop is simple. While, now here in this parenthesis you need to give some condition. The condition will be while the text, okay, so okay, while this text is not equals null. Okay, until the text is not null, we are going to say that my text should be equal to sr dot read line. Okay, so what I am doing over here is I am reading the text from a file. Okay, and what is that file? That is the data file which we are given over here. We are reading that line by line, and each line I'm keeping that in my variable text. Okay, so if my text is not equal to null, I'm going to print my text. Okay, done. So till the we have text in the file, we are going to read it. Okay, we are going to read the file, and we are going to store that in text. For the first time, the first line will be read out by our stream reader, and we will be storing that in the text. Again, this if condition will be checked through it, and if it is not null, means if the text value have some data in it, then we will be displaying that. Null does not means empty. Null is indeterminate. We cannot define what value is that, so it's indeterminate. It's not zero, it's different. If it is empty, then we will say something like this, just two quotes. Null means indeterminate. Okay, so if the value is indeterminate, or if the file has been read it out till the end, what we will do, we will just come out of this while loop, because when it says that why text is when it this condition fails, that means when text is equal to null, then even this condition will fail, and we will come out of the while loop. And what we will do after coming out of the while loop is simple. We will say console dot read line. Okay, so now everything looks fine, but we will be getting an runtime error. Okay, so what is that? We will show you. I'll show just in a moment. So let me run this program just to see one nice error popping up to us. And as this program ran, we are going to face a problem. Okay, so yes, it has came. It says file not found exception was unhandled. Now my program is saying that he is unable to find this file. Okay, he said could not find file in this location, but how could it be? We just created that file over here, as you can see, data file, but still our program is saying that we don't have a file over there. Well, he's right that we don't have a file over there. So actually, if I show you the directory of my application, right now this project or my solution is in the E drive applications folder, in that YouTube folder. And again, this is my project YouTube. In that, if I go, I have this bin folder. In that debug folder, here you don't see data file. Okay, so if you see that error once again, if I run this application again, you will notice that he is pointing out to this same directory where I have just shown you. You see, he is saying E application YouTube bin debug data file dot text. He says that there is no such file in the debug directory. So what happens is, whatever file we add, they come over here. Okay, in the project folder. Okay, over here. But if you want to pass them to our debug, so you just need to select the file, and when you go to the properties section, there is a option as copy to output directory. By default, it is set to do not copy. What we will select is copy if newer. What happens is, whenever we debug our project, or whenever we run our application, each time if this code or if the file has been changed, we will be copying it to the output directory. So now if I run this program, I should not get any errors and it should work fine. So let's check it out. Yeah, we can see 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 and 55, and if I hit enter, it's gone. Okay, so always remember to change that property, the option for the data file, from do not copy to copy if never, or you can do copy if copy always. Okay, and another way is to manually go and create that file into that folder, but it will be wrong, because if you change it later on, the data will not be consistent. So what is this system.io? We will be talking about this using statements, these names. We have been seeing these names from the beginning, but we don't know much about them, and we don't know what is a class, what is the object, what is SR, what is stream reader. We will be knowing that in the upcoming videos, but just for now, you just need to know that you need to add something known as system.io in your application. Then you can work with stream reader. The difference between the for and the while is, when you don't know when you have to stop your iteration, then you can go for the while loops, because you see over here I am just saying that whenever the text file is null, okay, I don't mind if it has 1,000 lines, if it has one line, if it has a billion lines. You just need to stop it when it is null, which means when it does not have any more value. So when you have an indeterminate length, you can go for a while loop. So I hope you understood about the while loop, and that's it for this video. Thanks for watching it.